San Francisco 49ers. It's North versus South in the state of California. We're underway between the Niners and Chargers. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Purdy now to throw. They'll roll him out right. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Fourth down try. Here's Purdy. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have the Niners first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Up the gut, McCaffrey. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Purdy. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Rolling to his right. Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Forced out to his left. But I think the ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky. Two Rockies.
I saw that. I got it. And, you know, and right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves. If we're going to have that kind of a reference, they've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Purdy being chased out left. The ball comes out, and the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Purdy from the gun. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Niners are going to take possession of the goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Again, McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. This duo locked in. 14 yards there, and a first down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Herbert. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. Looking deep for Jennings. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 41. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to.
Here's a diving catch right side. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On 1st down, it's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Mike Williams, 40 yards. And the Chargers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selecting.
And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw is incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Purdy on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Flush to his right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Purdy. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around and out. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, LA. Keenan Allen, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Taking a shot for Samuel. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing the...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Barrett. And the 49ers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. On first down, Purdy. Escaping the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Going deep here for Allen. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Herbert. And he fires one incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are going to get the football here at their own 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Throwing here, Purdy. Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Purdy. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Purdy looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Purdy to throw it on first down. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On first down, it's Purdy. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Shotgun now with Purdy. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on. To throw again on 2nd down, Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. The kickoff. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Herbert on first down now. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. And he will find his man, Samuel. 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 70 yards. And the Niners are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. On the pass. He's got a man, complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, Charles, just impressive in all three phases. Offense, defense, special teams have really done their job. And here the offense doing its part yet again with another score in the fourth quarter.
I know it seems like something we shouldn't do because the scoreboard does tell it all. But let's set it aside for a moment. This game was absolutely memorable with how they played it. Really terrific effort, really well executed. Congratulations to them.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's Purdy. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner? If you're on defense,
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Herbert now. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Niners are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From the 10. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding it like we knew it all, not afraid to do it. Back and do it all like I remember. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper. They call me Big Dog, right? Became a boss many years back when I'm gone. Give me, pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. The tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border. So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, it's the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we move the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, knock the wave, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore. Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together. Now we one time. So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, it's the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and we are underway from Miami. Taken in at the 3. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Switch. Striker, 3. Hey, watch that. Switch. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
38.
On play action, here's Tua. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 93 yards. And the Dolphins need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Watson. This complete to David Bell. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Watson. And he floated one out there incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Side is complete on the diving effort. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson finding Amari Cooper. And the Browns are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. Flush to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
Well,
there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, this defense was victimized earlier in this opening quarter. This time, a measure of revenge.
Well, they always tell defenses you have to have a short memory, but I also think it helps if you remember what happens to you before, and now you're able to flip it around. They didn't want to show weakness and let this offense think they can do whatever they want. And they turned things around in that case and picked one off themselves.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Chubb will get the call, running left. Room here to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He'll hit Mostert again here. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Mostert will score. Touchdown, Miami. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson. And this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incomplete.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd and 7. They run it again with Chubb. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here. Maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And going deep for Hill. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Grant Delpit. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Watson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Watson's throw hauled in by Bell. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Watson on 3rd down. That's complete right around the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They're going deep for Hill. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. To throw is Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 3rd and 2, Watson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. That's Tua's running back, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Tua now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. Watson now to throw. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done.
He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 24. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Touchdown Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 50 yards. And the Dolphins get a bit closer. The two are going to try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the two. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a two-score game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a two-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now it's Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Browns. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Browns tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He'll get it inside the 20, and he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Escaping the pressure, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores, down 15 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the... And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 75 yards. And the Browns have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. On first down, Tagovailoa. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Tua now on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And going deep for Hill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And Watson's going to throw it here. Steps away to his left. He's got his receiver, Cooper. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.